Revelation. Consider the following sequence found in Revelation 12. A woman, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Revelation 12:1. A dragon, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. Revelation 12:3. Wings of an eagle, and into the wilderness. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness. Revelation 12:14. Is there similar imagery in the Bible elsewhere? Yes. In the history of Israel, in the history of the Israelites. A woman, she shall sing there, as in the days of her youth, and as in the day when she came up out of the land of Egypt. Hosea 2:15. A dragon, Pharaoh king of Egypt, the great dragon that lieth in the midst of his rivers. Ezekiel 29:3. Wings of an eagle, and into the wilderness. Ye have seen how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Exodus 19:4. Note the wilderness, for they were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched in the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. Verse 2. Continuing the sequence found in Revelation 12 into Revelation 13. The earth opened her mouth and swallowed up, and the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. Revelation 12:15 and 16. A beast, nation, a lamb, a young sacrificial animal. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Revelation 13:11. Recall a beast is a kingdom, nation. Returning to the study. Are these seen in Israel also? Yes. Continuing the sequence for Israel. The earth opened her mouth and swallowed up. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods. Numbers 16:32. A new nation and a calf, a young sacrificial animal. And it came to pass, when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation, and made him king over all Israel. 1 Kings 12:20. Whereupon the king took counsel, and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. 1 Kings 12:28. There is an agricultural connection here, between the earth swallowing up the flood, and the beast coming up out of the earth. Recall agriculture in Revelation. The planting and growth of the seedling. Returning to the study. So there is an agricultural connection here. Is there a connection here also with Israel, between the rebellion of Korah and rise of the northern kingdom of Israel? If so, what is it? Korah's rebellion and the rise of the northern kingdom of Israel. Notice the parallels between these 2 events. Both are preceded by a 40, Korah's rebellion by the 40 days of spying out the land of Canaan. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. Numbers 13:25. And the rise of the northern kingdom by the 40-year reign of King Solomon, and the time that Solomon reigned in Jerusalem over all Israel was 40 years. 1 Kings 11:42. both are connected with a 10 versus 2 split. Korah's rebellion with the 12 returning spies, 10 disheartening tribal princes versus Caleb and Joshua. Of every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man. Numbers 13:2. Those men that did bring up the evil report upon the land died by the plague before the Lord. But Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of the men that went to search the land, lived still. Numbers 14:37 and 38. And the rise of the northern kingdom, with the split up of David's kingdom following Solomon's reign. The northern kingdom of Israel, 10 of the 12 tribes, versus Judah, the remaining 2 tribes. And Ahijah caught the new garment that was on him, and rent it in 12 pieces. And he said to Jeroboam, Take thee 10 pieces, for thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, Behold, I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon, and will give 10 tribes to thee. 1 Kings 11:30 and 31. And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah, with the tribe of Benjamin. 1 Kings 12:21. Now lastly, consider Korah and his conspirators, and Jeroboam, the first king of the northern kingdom of Israel. Recall the setup of the camp of Israel in the wilderness wanderings, the placement of the 12 tribes and the families of the Levites with respect to the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. Rebellion from the south, Numbers 16. The rebellion of Korah is interesting in that it came from the south. How so? What do I mean? Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben. Numbers 16:1. So what do I mean it came from the south? All the leaders mentioned by name in the Bible came from the southern camps of the camp of Israel. Korah from the camp of Kohath, and Dathan, Abiram, and On from the camp of Reuben. Rebellion from the south, 1 Kings 12. Interestingly, Jeroboam, the first king of the northern kingdom of Israel, also comes from the south, from Egypt, where he had been living in exile. And Jeroboam arose and fled into Egypt, unto Shishak, king of Egypt, and was in Egypt until the death of Solomon. 1 Kings 11:40. And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel were come to Shechem to make him king. And it came to pass, when Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled from the presence of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt, that they sent and called him. And Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spake unto Rehoboam. 1 Kings 12:1-3. Returning to our comparison of Korah's rebellion and the rise of the northern kingdom of Israel, as we just saw, both Korah's rebellion and the rise of the northern kingdom of Israel, both might be summed up by the saying, Rebellion arises from the south. Returning to Revelation in Israel, is there a connection between Korah's rebellion and the rise of the northern kingdom of Israel? Yes, the south.